Welcome back to I Wani Hug That Gator. I just wanted to take a moment to apologize for how long it's taken for this episode to come out. As I've mentioned on the community page of my channel, these videos do take a lot of time and work to make, so if you could, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave this video a like. And if you aren't subscribed but are enjoying the series so far, why not? There'll be more content like this to come, I'm sure. Anywho, I won't take up any more of your time. Please enjoy the video. Alright everyone, make sure you complete the assignment by next class. You all have a wonderful rest of the day now. Oh, and Inko? I stop at the mention of my name as I throw on my backpack. Could you wait a moment? I have something I wish to speak to you about. Yeah, of course. So, I'll be quick about it. I got a job that needs doing. Up. You've missed assignments and need makeup work, and I need some extra help with something. Something I think you'll be very interested in. Some good friends of mine are getting married in a few short days, and they've hired me to be their photographer. And given the excellent learning experience, child labor, I thought of you. Okay. Me? Yes, if you want to, of course. I could always call in some associates to help me out, but I thought adding in some extra credit would sweeten the deal. What would we be doing? There's a broad smile on his face and a distant look in his eyes. Well, you'll be my apprentice in this case. You'll not only be helping me set up more elaborate photos, you'll also be doing a lot of independent shots. You mean I'll be taking my own pictures? Yup! In fact, you'll be using my SLRs and lenses for this to keep all the shots uniform. The idea of finally getting to use something like Mr. Iadakan's $1,000 Kavan makes my head swim. So, what do you say? Interested? Certainly seems like a hefty task, even if Iadakan would be there to help us. Then again, Iadakan wouldn't be offering the job if he didn't think I was capable of doing it. This would technically be my first official photography gig, and a wedding shoot to boot. It sounds so daunting yet enticing. I would love to! Alright, sounds like a done deal. It's after school today. We can talk about it more later. For now, you should be getting along to lunch. Thank you, Mr. Iadakan. Give the teacher a nod and grab my backpack. Just as I head out the door, my curiosity gets the better of me. So, who's the lucky couple, if you don't mind me asking? The school nurse, actually. The husband-to-be is also a good friend of mine. We get to see the school nurse. Fuck yeah. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, grumpy gal. Finally meet up with Olivia, who's waiting near the entrance of the cafeteria. The grassy green girl is leaned over, a sour pout scrunching her more close as she eyes the passerbys. When she notices I've moved into her airspace, she perks up immediately. Seeing the transformation is surreal, and I chew on my cheek to keep from laughing as I watch her muscular tail wag happily. Finally! Took you long enough. Yeah, sorry that took so long. You didn't have to wait for me, by the way. I can manage waiting if it means eating with you. That's cute. Mind if I push your chair in? Using me as a battering ram through the crowd now, huh? Yeah, something like that. Alright, but only 'cause you asked. Give me your backpack, I'll use it as a shield. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go! That's funny. I actually like this. When I grab the handles, Olivia moves her tail up to grab my wrist like at the arcade. Alright, charge! Yes, ma'am. Start marching through the crowd of unruly, unfamished teens clamoring for their daily meal. Olivia turns her head to me to say something. So what happened with Iadakan? You in trouble for something? Oh nah. Iadakan just had a proposition for some extra credit. Really? What was it? He wants me to join him at a wedding and help him out with a photo shoot. He thinks it'll be a good learning experience. Oh, well, that sounds pretty interesting. Did you take it? Yep, could be a way to own in on what I do, on what I know. Plus, that extra credit can help make up for the time that I was sick. You mean when you nearly overdosed on that cough syrup cocktail you made? Yeah, that. Took you too long enough. Yeah. I expected more from Olivia. Something more graphic. Instead, Olivia rolls herself the rest of the way, taking her designated spot at the head of the table. I'll take the spot adjacent to all, while keeping a wary eye on the pink Parasaurolophus. Juris Christ. It's just, they're just they're designed to trip me up. Hey, Mia, is there something you need? Need? Nah, just here to catch up with my good pal here. I think you're asking Liz for her homework, though. That too. Alright, here, guys. A pair of soda cans are rolled down the table, and I think, Raptor Christ, I'm able to catch both before they ram into my tray of questionable lunch meat. You guys were taking a while, so I grabbed the drinks today. No, you didn't. Mia gave those to you. Well, she did because I thought about doing it. She's trying to bribe you for the math answers I helped you with earlier. Lizzie, I can't believe you'd imply something like that about me. Just say cunt. Yeah, but it's true. Hey, free sodas is free soda, man. At any rate, real reason I'm here is, say, Olivia, you leave your phone at home or something? People's trying to contact you all day. Oh. Olivia pulls her phone out from her jacket pocket, a glimpse of the wallpaper, a comical portrait of guts she'd probably doodled. Yeah, I ran out of service for the month. What the hell? You don't got a proper monthly plan? I got more important things to do than I got more important things than to be doing than this, you know. If they want to see Olivia so bad, why send you and not just show up themselves? Shut it! You're so important for all this anyways. What do you think? Ben! Ben wants to talk to Olivia? Why does he want to talk to Olivia? Is this 20 freaking questions? How the hell should I know what's really going on between my boyfriend and Hot Wheels here? All that matters to me is if Olivia's here is gonna fix it or not. I'll think about it. Ugh, whatever. I'm out of here. Smell you later, Gator. Olivia rests her arms on the table and slumps her head in. I don't want to talk about it. Where'd her bright mood from before go? Well, anyways, Damien, you shouldn't condone cheating, even with something as simple as math homework. But you helped me out with it. That's different. I want your bones. Yeah, like, Mir doesn't. I helped you with it, and I think you're getting something out of it. Like the answers? What I mean is, in comparison, Mia's just trying to be lazy, and she's only cheating herself. What's the issue, then? What's the issue? Yeah, I get free soda, someone you hate tricks herself into staying stupid, and everyone thinks they win. It's great. You scare me sometimes, Damien. I fucking love this game. I ended up meeting with Ben and Iadakan right as he was locking his classroom. While our teacher made the apprenticeship, while he had made it all around simple, I was still subjected to some paperwork. Something about liability waiver or something. You know, in case something happens to us, like a surprise attack by 5 teenagers in multicolored spandex. I wonder if that happens often. Alright, you two, you remember what you're doing tonight? Yes, sir. After we set up a photo station in the corner of the hall, we'll be taking turns walking the reception, taking pictures of the guests. Perfect. I'll be with the wedding party the entire time. So if you need me, just look for the gaggle of smartly dressed women screeching and you'll find me. He grins as he helps carry the last of the lightest equipment from the trunk. Remember, this is actual work, so be polite, be efficient, but most importantly, Ben and I sit right up attention, ready for any order our teacher will give us. Have fun. But trust me, the clients will appreciate it more. Finally finished with the unloading, I inhaled the mixed aroma of ocean and flowers. While I find the scent energizing, Ben seems to have the exact opposite reaction. His brows pinch together in disgust as he tries in futility to fan away the air with one hand while covering his nose with the other. Ugh, I think I'm going to be the sick one next with this weather. At least the view's great. It is, yeah. My phone buzzes, might as well take a breather. Opening up the notification, I discover it's from Olivia. Hey, Shades. Hi, Olivia, you got service back? Forgot she was called Live Long. Oh, I lied about that. Fucking angry emoji with shades. Oh my god. Saw you leave with Iadakan after school. What's up with that? I'm helping him with a wedding photo shoot. You? At a wedding? Did Iadakan give you a better jacket for it? Oh! My jacket is cool enough. So where at? Teach said it was some place called Clarkson Lookout on the way over. Wait, really? The place has a bunch of scenic views. If you see any good landscape shops, take one for me. Fuck yeah. No, do it now. Ben was having much easier time working at the makeshift studio we'd built in the corner. Coulson would simply walk up and stand before the backdrop of the massive window onto the cliffside notion, and Ben had the brilliant idea to not only set up Iadakan's loaned camera, but also had his own he owned, so he'd capture the couples from 2 angles at once. Okay. Here I am doing my best not to scowl as I look over the blurry shot I'd messed up. Blurry because my hands are shaking. I guess I'm nervous. Hadn't noticed till now that my main messaging app had been going off. So is it going well? Hardly. I think Ben's turning it into a competition. Are you winning? No, not really. Fucking kick his ass. Beat him for me? That wasn't a real message. I tried to ignore my phone for now. I don't think anything will calm my nerves at this point. That feeling of anxiety grows as time marches on. I can't seem to get any one picture just right, and Ben zooming around as efficiently as if he isn't helping. Well, that's not all. Olivia's messages are just throwing me off. Just break his flashing stick thingy, and then his pics will be super dark. How out of date Olivia is to think we still use flash pans. Or lock him in a bathroom or something. I don't think that's sportsmanlike or legal. Oh, I just remembered. I need another pic. You try shoving him into the wedding cake and taking a pic of him smashed on the floor. A bit of projection going on. I need it for, Muse. Do it for me. Come on, that's just violent. Just barely within my peripheral vision, I spot a perfect shot of an older couple, the parents of the groom, I believe. There, that's a good chance. I bring the borrowed camera up, look through the viewfinder and see that the parents have already moved away and into another group. Camera said, he's literally Peter Parker versus Eddie Brock. Hey, kid. Hello? Hi. At least get my good side, will ya? Oh? I stepped closer, readjusting my camera setting and scrambling for an explanation. Sorry about that. I was just unsure if you wanted the attention. Yeah, it's alright. People say I got a, kind of resting bitch face. Though I can't lie, I'm pretty exhausted, kid. Especially after I had to carry the new missus around the aisle all the way to the car. So this is the groom. Cheesehead looking ass. Alright. So you're gonna take a photo or what? Oh, right, sorry. As I raise my camera, the groom takes a thinkier-esque pose, taking a drag from his cigarette. After a few clips and a couple of slight adjustments to my position, I believe I got some really good shots in there. Oh yeah, look at baby, sit in that angle, turn around, that's it. Oh, now we get the good side, oh my god. There we are. The groom blows out a plume of smoke from his mouth before leaning over to see the captures. It smells like a Vegas hotel. Give the groom time to look at each photo thoroughly before moving to the next one. He's a pretty good kid. Managed to make this mug of mine look halfway decent. He lets out a scratchy chuckle as he takes another puff of his cigarette before snuffing what little he has left onto the floor. Not onto my bald head, apparently, but okay. Thanks. Say, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing all the way over here? It's your big day, isn't it? As the groom lets out another plume, he's already begun to dig up another cigarette. Of course it is. Just having a little rest is all. I mean, this has been the happiest day of my life, but it's tiring as hell. The missus is certainly having fun, and yet in a few hours, when we're in our new no longer bachelor pad, I'll be listening to her as she moans about how sore she is. Groom lets out another plume of smoke, this time through his nostrils. But hey, if that's the price I gotta pay, holy matrimony and all that jazz. Definitely feels like the groom is laying it on a bit thick to who is essentially a stranger to him. Yeah, I can understand what he means. You know, you've been going around the whole reception snapping photos. Why don't you take a break too? Did he look concerned? Yeah. Motions his hand to the nearby stage as an available seat. I sat myself on the stage as the groom then fills with a small packet, looking closer. It's a still sealed packet of cigarettes. Trent told me about you, you know? Who? Your camera teacher, or whatever he's calling your school. Trent Iadakan. Okay. Say, you're a good kid and all, though a bit clueless. Hey. The groom lets out another guffaw as he cracks open the pack of cigs, plucks out a fresh cancer stick. Alright. His words, not mine. How do you know him? We've known each other for ages. He actually helped me meet the missus. Funny how that works out. Whoa, Mr. Iadakan was your wingman? He always hated how I told him that. I'd given him a lift to some field trip he had to chaperone. Don't know why, he could have taken the school bus. But as soon as I got there, I met the rest of his co-workers, including my would-be wife. Taro tricked me into also chaperoning, too, saying I could use the time to get to know her better. Geez, maybe I should be asking him. Well, no, I can't. Can't what? Nothing important. Have a teacher tell you how to court a lady friend, right? Hey, no. Another one of his students, your classmate? Yeah? Not like that. Aw, oh, come on, I know you want to talk about girls. That's always fun. Humor me a bit. He's just a good friend. The words taste bitter on my tongue for some reason. Sure, kid, sure. We got a few more minutes of quiet while, Bridezilla and her maid, sort of murder, fight over the bouquet. I quickly glance over to see a woman twice my age wielding a folding chair like it was a battle axe. Trent can't help you out. Trent can't help you there, but I can. So, this good friend of yours, what's she like? Well, it's a bit of a complicated history. Oh? I mean, when I first met her, she was very cynical and sarcastic. Well, she's still sarcastic, but in a light-hearted way. Even with her friends, she's still a little distant. But when she's painting or gushing about some franchise or obscure anime, there is unashamed excitement and passion in it. I haven't met anyone with that kind of energy before. Once you get to know her, she's just nice under it all. That everything? Well, yeah. I think she drew me carrying her once. Did she? Okay. Well, shoot. He slides the ring off his finger and holds it up to me. You want this? Sounds like you need it more than me. What? Kidding, I'm kidding. But dang, sounds pretty cut and dry to me. Never had a crush before? Not on anyone I know personally. Your folks together? Yeah. They love each other too, yeah? Yeah, I guess they do. You guess? It's complicated. They're around so little, I don't even know what their love looks like, how they interact. They love each other at all. Why aren't we saying this? Let me give you a little anecdote, kid. The groom finally lights the cigarette, though this time he's slow to puff on it. Whoa! See my beautiful bride over there? He motions to the dull ember of it. He motions with the dull ember of his smoke to where the bridesmaids were still violently wrestling and the bride acted as referee. Even if we had never met, and this was a happenstance meeting, I'd see her over there. And I just know I love her. Yeah? Yep. Is that it? Yeah. Were you trying to give me a little push? Convince me I like this girl? You're the one who wanted advice. There it is. I thought you were looking to go on a bit more about love. Why the hell would I give a speech about love? I know what it is. You know what it is. There's no groundsbreaking advice that'll make everything make sense, and you don't need me to convince you. You're just looking for reasons to not believe what's right in front of you. Oh. Break's over. Gotta run. Need to focus on finishing taking these videos. I should consult the others about Olivia. I can't go into this without being prepared. I really don't want to let Olivia down, especially after all I've done for her. What kind of things does Olivia like? Well, what kind of things do girls in general like? Wait, sorry, am I doing this out of context? It just says talk to Damien about this. Alright, well, we'll stick to our decision. I meander to the far wall of the hall and find a way to slip outside. Phone in hand, I'll scroll through my previous calls to find Damien. You'll have all the info I need. And he called me the other week to ask if the following day was a school holiday on a Saturday. Ah, here it is, just what I needed. And now I listen to the dial tone as all I can do is wait. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Payne. I thought this was Damien's phone. It is. He left his phone on the table while he takes the trash out. One moment, Damien, sweetie, you have a school friend on the phone. Oh, Ma, I told you not to answer these spam calls. It's Inko. Oh, snap. Cool, thanks, Mom. Hey, Inko. Damien poggers. I can make out all the frantic shuffling off the phone. What do you need me for? Okay, just play it cool. Right, I wanted to ask about, wait, how do I even ask him about this? Well, I wanted to be a better friend for Olivia, right? Uh-huh, yeah, I'm following. I was wondering if you knew anything else I should know, you know? The silence lets me know how stupid that sounded. Huh? Well, I think she likes anime and soda and the arcade. But didn't you know all this already? I do, yeah. But I mean, like, anything a bit further than that. I mean, you like Olivia, don't you, Inko? I didn't say that. Despite the stiff breeze, I can feel my face burning up. Shut up! Say it! Say what? I don't need to tell you nothing, and I got all day to wait. Do you? Do you? Damien, I'm serious. I need some help here. I'm serious too. Come on, say it. What a dude. I'm not confirming or denying anything. Well, maybe I should hang up then. See you at school tomorrow, Inko, my man. Ah, damn it. Fine. Damien! Yes? Take a deep breath and say it. Alright, I like her. Who? Oh, come on! Olivia. Oh, what? What about her? Ah! I'm not hearing complete sentences here. Screw you. I like Olivia. I know. I want to know what advice you have as a friend. I'm serious. There we go. I fucking love Damien, dude. In all seriousness, I don't have much for you. After all that, I haven't thought of Olivia that way since, like, 3rd grade. I don't got anything game-changing for you. But hey, I'm here for you, man. Just don't act a fool and start wiling out, you know. Not in the slightest. I'm saying, look, you're calling because you think there's some big secret here, right? I'm telling you there isn't one, and that in itself is an advantage. You don't need to be focusing on, like, strategy. Just let it happen. Wait, does she know? No, I don't think so. I think she likes me too. Well, yeah, that's the long and the short of what I got. Have you ever been in a relationship, Damien? A few. Nothing serious, though. Hey, want to do the school dance, that sort of thing? Never went anywhere, you know? Yeah. Alright, I should get back to it. Sorry to bother. Hey, call anytime, man. Thanks. Be seeing ya. See you later, Gator Dater. Oh my god! I fight the urge to throw my phone into a brick wall. That was completely pointless. It wasn't. There's a hand on my forehead and take a deep breath. At this point, I should just try to get some photos and look somewhat competent at my job. Sit back, slip my phone back into my pocket, grab my camera and begin walking around the hall, do my best to look at opportunities, blah blah blah. Even then, I'm still struggling to find anything good. It isn't long before I notice Ben across from me, and from the looks of it, he's managing a fair bit better than I am. Not only is he finding better shots than I am, but the guests are going to him to ask for the shots. Actually, the more I think about it, Ben might actually have some decent advice to give me, right? Better than what I got for Damien, at least. I surreptitiously maneuver around the various wedding goers, impeding my path, trying to get to Ben. Eventually, I have an opening while Ben is currently taking a picture of another couple by their table. Not wanting to seem like I'm lost, I try to blend in and join him. Oh, this is a really fucking awkward choice I've chosen. I really kind of wish I went for the other one now. Just because, like, Inko is handling this about as well as a fucking wet flannel. Inko, what are you doing? I just wanted to get some alternative shots for the lovely couple, you know? Just in case they would like them, you know? Give off an awkward laugh, though it's not amusing to Ben. He gives me an icy glare that sends shivers down my spine as I've clearly stepped into his territory. I think it'd be more efficient if we work in different parts of the venue. But if there are people over there that want their picture taken... Look, Ben, I need some advice. Thank you, young man. No problem, ma'am. Picture of the couple's photos, Ben turns around and begins to hoof it down to the venue to look for more photo ops. Match his pace in order to keep up with him. Advice, you say? About Olivia. Mentioning the baryonic stops Ben dead in his tracks. Turns around to face me. What about Olivia? Well, it's just that I... Take a deep breath to steady myself. Thing is, I think I... Oh, no! No! You did not just say that! Why would... Oh, you fucking idiot. Why... Oh. Ben's face goes from confusion to sheer surprise, his eyes going as big as his glasses. Wait, what? Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. And since you've known her for longer, I figured I could ask you some things about her. Ben? Ben! What? Sorry, I must have misheard you. You said you were in love with Olivia, and I did, or I think I am. Look, I don't really know, but I'm asking for some help, and... The parasaur claps his hands on my shoulders and smiles broadly. Hey! This is wonderful news. Ah, okay, alright. Is it? Olivia's always been a bit of a loner, but to know someone that likes her like that is just fantastic. His arm wraps around my neck and he drags me away from the wedding crowd. Okay, right. So you want to know more about Olivia, yeah? We used to be the best of friends way, way back. Pay close attention to Ben as he went over his history with the girl I may or may not love. A part of me wanted to take notes on my phone as he listed down all the shows they used to watch together. By the time he hit the queues, I noticed that some of the guests had left. Should I be writing all of this down? I think you'll be fine. Unless Olivia's even changed music tastes in the last 3 years. 3? Aren't you taking her last 3 days? Aren't you talking to her? Are you talking to her these days? Sorry, I'm completely losing it. I mean, not as much as I used to. It's been a while since we had a sit down. Wait, but Mia came and told us you wanted to talk with her at lunch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Huh. I thought you were above gossip, Inko. Sorry. Anyway, Olivia and I don't talk much, but I think we should. Hell, if I was around more, I could have helped you two get to know each other sooner. Maybe even... A shrill cry interrupts us. Across the room, the newlyweds are in some altercation. I guess it's the time of the night for the groom to carry the bride out, but for some reason she's riding piggyback with a grade schooler. Right. Okay. He laughs to himself maniacally while she complains and holds onto his hair to keep balance. Well, that relationship isn't going to last. Inko? Yeah, sorry. Back on track. What's important is that you always be mindful of her condition. Her condition? You know what I mean. Olivia absolutely hates special treatment, and it can get to a point where that in itself is a burden that weighs down her friends. Refusing to accept help to the point she becomes a problem for those around her. I wouldn't know. Talking about how Olivia tries to do things on her own? Yeah, like for all the times I've tried to help her out, she just gets all pouty and silent as if I was stepping on her toes. No wonder people try to avoid her, you know? You just can't keep pushing people away. I care about Olivia, but she doesn't do herself any favors. Truth be told, I'm a bit excited to hear this from you. If you could get through to her, we could be friends again. I definitely do it right this time. I don't want to impose anything on her. That wouldn't be right. Well, see, that's exactly what you want to avoid. Otherwise, your relationship is going to be one-sided. One-sided? Relationships are all about mutual respect for one another. Anything less than that is unreasonable. Without that understanding, it's doomed to fail. And one thing to understand, Olivia, is that her condition needs special considerations, ones that she doesn't fully agree with. So you have to account for that from her. Otherwise, it won't work out. Is that why you two stop stalking? Alright, boys! Alright, you boys ready to pack up? Pretty long night, huh? Our teacher looks haggard as he walks up to us. His wings are dragged on the floor, and he's propping himself up with one of those light stands we brought. Despite his exhaustion, he's grinning wildly. You two enjoy your first work experience? Oh, absolutely, Mr. Iadakan. I would suck your toes. I'm that much of a fucking wet slap ass kisser. Jesus Christ. I managed to load up both the memory cards you gave me, and I even managed to try out the different kinds of lenses you had brought. Good to hear, Ben. What about you, Inko? If I'm being honest with you, I wasn't on my A game tonight. Well, I suppose it is a tough order to start with. So many things to account for, and... no, I meant that I didn't get that many good shots, Mr. Iadakan. I didn't even finish the first card you've given me. I see. Well, when we go through these next week, I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. The groom sauntered up with a huge grin on his face, slinging an arm around our teacher's shoulders. I can't wait to see these. Iadakan straightens up and shrugs his arm off, turning to the newly married man. You'll see them when you see them. My team still needs to go through all the pictures and weed out the chaff. Ah, come on, T. Can't you give your buddy a preview or something? Iadakan sighs a bit. Hey, it's your special day. Ben, can you go fetch the laptop and card reader? Yes, sir. Inko, while he's doing that, can you start packing up everything into the trunk? Sure thing, Mr. Iadakan. Before I turn away to start, the tired Taro... The tired Patero... Tired Taro takes the camera from me. You consider the table over there. The two older men head off, leaving Ben and I to get started on packing everything up. Inko, it's too cold. It'll freeze my veins solid. It's 70 degrees, and you already agreed. Calm down. Ah! We step out in the chilled air. Yes! She pulls the drawstrings of her hoodie taut, yanking it shut again. When I try moving her along, she starts dragging her tail on the ground. You're secretly enjoying this, aren't you? That hoodie isn't hiding your silly little grin. There's a table by the edge of the yard that looks pretty good. Now it's just the two of us, alone, sitting at a picnic table, in complete silence. Ingenious one-liners throw through my head like a slam poetry champion, yet I can't work up the will to say anything about the wedding to her. What's up? How about this weather? I did not just fucking... Seriously? Yes, seriously. I'm not used to coastal towns, so this is a nice change of pace. Well, it's pretty chilly. Part of why you're the only ones out here. Why we're the only ones out here. It is pretty empty out here today. Maybe it's like a human dino thing. More acclimated to snow. Even with the hoodie, it's a lot colder than I'd like. Oh, excuse me. Oh, why did you agree to come on outside with me? Well, you wanted to, and I... And you? Olivia's lips quiver a little as she tries to work out words to say. Her mouth isn't up to the task as a flush of scarlet spreads across her cheeks and makes her pouting lips grow. Hey, stop looking at me like that! I mean, where are you from, then? The Midwest. Midwest? Only loons come from the Midwest. Oh, come on, that's not true. Alright, what was it like then? A lot of empty promises, nothing worth talking about. What was St. Hammond like before I showed up? Oh, horrible, everybody here sucked. Well, they still do, I guess, but seriously, most of the faculty had a stick up their ass. Stick up their ass. And the student body was holding on for dear life. I'd do anything to get out of this place, if I got to take you and Damien with me. Wow. Colorful. Oh, fuck off. It's not Mia, is it? No! Oh! Oh, shit! Now her jaw is moving, teeth grinding exceptionally loud as she looks at Olivia. Oh, fuck! I guess Mr. Ferris is still doing that inspection. And did he hear... What were you saying just now about student morale, Principal Scaler? He doesn't even look up from his clipboard as she begins jotting down something with a pencil. I said had. Ever since Principal Scaler took over as our principal, things have gotten better. Ah, Olivia's words do little to make Scaler's face lessen both in color, intensity, and heat. Yeah, I have to say this school's way better than my old one, by at least a country mile.
So, Mr. Inko, would you say that your time in St. Hammond since your transfer has been both fruitful and comfortable?
I mean, compared to my old school, I've met good friends, I have some excellent teachers and classes, and have had all-around good time, and a hot gator girl to woo. So, you know, there's that too. Mr. Ferris gives me a nod and writes something else on his notepad before turning to face Olivia.
What about you, Miss Olivia Halford, was it? Got any more comments regarding St. Hammond? Do be honest, if you please.
Olivia shoots me a quick glance before taking a deep breath. Well, the school needs more handicap access ramps. Also, the elevator in the main building is busted. Sometimes I get stuck for a few minutes. Also, our PE teacher steals hats from the students and hoards them in the equipment shed. I can almost feel the heat emanating from Principal Scaler's face as soon as Olivia finishes lodging her complaints. Wouldn't want to be around after Mr. Ferris's visit was over. For his part, Mr. Ferris only nods and writes down more of onto his clipboard before turning back to face Scaler, who does her best to turn her grimace into some kind of smile.
Seems like there are more issues left over from the previous administration. Are you already taking care of correcting the issues Miss Alford has pointed out?
Principal Scaler nervously clears her throat. I've already sent in a request to the district to have the elevator looked into by the technician. Mr. Ferris nods and writes something else on his clipboard before clicking his pen and stuffing it in his front suit pocket.
I'll have to talk to the superintendent about that request next time I'm in the office. What about this PE teacher, Miss Olivia? Miss Olivia mentions.
Oh, Mr. Coach Solly? Ferris raises an eyebrow.
It's his legal name.
It's his legal name, it. I know. Checks the page and size of it.
Right.
Ferris turns to face me.
Well, that's enough about Saint Hammond for the time being. Mr. Rinko, how would you say things are going for you, not just as a student, but as a growing adult?
I think I'm doing perfectly well in that regard. And so is Olivia here. I gesture over to the green dino, who seems to jump in surprise. Oh yeah, of course. The response seems almost instinctual on her part. That must mean she's really taken to my support. Phew, that's a relief. I suppose that's good to hear. The Leviathan finished jotting down something on his clipboard, finally turning to Principal Scalar.
I think I have everything I need for the time being.
So, Mr. Ferris, why don't we adjourn to the faculty lounge? Of course, we can go over your
future budgetary plans over a nice cup of coffee.
So, ready for your thoughts, Olivia? Oh, right. Sorry, guess I'm not here right now. What were you thinking about, exactly? Olivia lets out a sigh and turns her head upwards so that her eyes meet mine. I really got to thinking about what we were talking about earlier, how it seems like neither of us knows what we'll be exactly doing after school's over. Oh, right, yeah, that. Hey, it's Olivia! And friend. Olivia stiffens in a chair. Oh, hey, Mia. Olivia's words are a hiss as she tries to face away from the crimson-scaled girl. Her hands shakily strain against the wheels of her chair, slowly turning it too. Got a couple of questions to ask you, Olivia. Would you like to humor me for a bit? Oh, what am I saying? Gosh, you don't mind. Oh, cunt. The parasol saunters up and with the sway of her hip pushes me aside as she takes Olivia's reins from me. What the hell? You're insane if you think we're just gonna let you... If we're just going with you anywhere. We? Looks down to Olivia and back at me. We? He's funny. We're just going for a little girl talk. No boys allowed, sorry. You're up for that, right, Liv? There's a hand on her shoulder and cocks an eyebrow back at me like she knows something. So yeah, we'll just be a moment. Don't worry about that pretty little head of yours. Cunt. Left gawking confused as the two head off in the other direction. Olivia doesn't seem to know what to say or do either, so she just goes along with the parasol wheeling her away. Part of me wants to give chase, but the side eye that Mia turns back at me forces me to stop. I shouldn't have let Olivia go with her alone. What the hell was I thinking? I really don't want to cut class, but I can't afford anything bad happening to her. Nope, I can't sit and do nothing. I shoot my hand up to the air, causing Mrs. Procklin to pause mid-lecture. Yes, Mr. Nito? Procklin, can I please be excused? Why? Class barely started a few minutes ago. Because I shat myself. But I'm halfway out the door already. She just... Oh, that's good. That's so good, dude. Okay, that's actually fucking class, I'm not gonna lie. Like, for all things that Inko does that's fucking stupid, in that instance, it's a case of if it's stupid but works, it ain't stupid, right? If I were a bitch, where would I harass somebody in secret? That's a good question. Shoot, whatever's between them, I hope it isn't turning physical. I mean, she wouldn't, would she? My hands clench together tighter and tighter as I focus on walking faster. Finally, something snaps me out of my trance, the faint sound of squeaking metal. I've heard that sound before. I turn towards the source, just beyond the door of a nearby classroom. Judging by the paraphernalia covering the door, I think it's the algebra room. I grab the handle and haphazardly throw the door open, prying that I'm not about to rudely interrupt a teacher for the second time today. Looks like shit. How am I... Should be happy it's done. What the fuck? Okay. Two heads turned to me in a mix of anger and surprise. And they're the heads of the girls I was looking for. It was like a sudden three-way standoff. I was definitely not intended to be a factor in whatever this is. I really should have thought about that before barging in. Yeah, maybe a little bit. What the fuck are you doing here? I should ask you two the same question. Oh my god. Look, Baldy, now's not the time. Don't talk to him like that. Yeah? Or what? I told you not to be followed. You were there when he left. He just heard you screaming like a maniac. I've been forgotten already. Hey. Why are you two in an empty classroom yelling at each other? Two fall definitely silent, unwilling or unable to speak. I noticed a piece of paper in Mia's hand. It looks like something's drawn on it. The style is different, but it's unmistakably one of Olivia's works. Mia, why do you have her drawing? Parasol stops, blinking for a few seconds before shoving the paper in her jacket. Before I can question it any further, Olivia speaks up. Inko, why did you come here? You seemed like you were in trouble. How touching. Well, we're all in trouble now. We? Yeah, dumbass. I don't have time for this, Hot Wheels. I don't have time for this. Hot Wheels, fill them in. What's the big issue? Olivia claws at her armrest again. Oh. Looks ready to cry. Uh-oh. Hey, where'd all your vicious bravado go? Are you afraid to tell him? Afraid of what he'll think? Shut up! Precious. Fine, I'll say it. Mia turns to me with a malicious grin. I know about what this prick did during the yearbook art contest. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't give two shits. But then it hit me. Holy shit, she can just get away with it. Now, how crazy is that? He pauses, goading me to say otherwise, but I bite my tongue. Like a shark smelling blood, she starts to circle me, continuing her taunts. Then one thing leads to another. Now we're helping each other out. After all, if the school found out I'd leave a permanent mark on her unemployable ass... What? Yours too, probably, since you're involved and all. My teeth creak painfully from my clenched jaw, and yet the blood drained from my face. I'm thinking about her record, you mouth breather. Art's her big break, right? Given the whole rigmarole, the gist of it's simple. So Olivia draws up some BS group projects for me, and some friends of mine turns them in, and I make sure the whole incident goes away. Managed to earn back some of the feeling in my consciousness. Just long enough to defy her. But that's blackmail and cheating. That's wrong. Oh my god, that's fucking precious. Mia blinks a few times before turning to Olivia, and then back at me, and then back to Olivia. What, are you disappointed in her now? I bet you made her pinky swear she would never do anything like that again. He leans closer to me, false whispering. Well, sorry to break the news, Inko, but your friend here is a liar. Don't listen, I wouldn't be... Just threatening me. Threatening? Honey, if we were swapped, you'd see my ass hung. Jesus fucking Christ, okay. All I'm doing is making things better for the both of us. Not my fault you tried to get away with cheating. You'd think a cripple like you would have more shame in that. More shame than that. Watch Olivia's eyes start twitching. Mia's really starting to get to her. I can't let her keep talking to her like that. Mia, just stop it, okay? Really doesn't need this right now. Can't you both just walk away and pretend this never happened? Shit, Inko, you're good. You hear that, Olivia? Wait, but I didn't mean... Olivia's staring at me with a look of betrayal that threatens to tear my heart in two. No! God damn it, why can't I stop talking for once? Mia waves me off, turning to face her target once more. I bet you'd love to walk away from this, but things don't work out that way, do they? Oh, that's why you didn't want Inko knowing you're still a dirty cheater. Shut up! Okay. Oh, relax, it's not a big deal. No, I'm sick of this. You already admitted it. Art's my big break. You're only doing this because art is all I have. Your record is fucked. You lose nothing if we get caught. It's Tuesday for you. For me, it's all I have. You're embarrassing yourself. You know, I can't lift or run or carry or dance or fucking anything you do on a daily basis without even thinking about it. I can't ever do anything else because of these fucking legs and this fucking chair. Why can't any of you just leave me alone? I just want to draw, for God's sake. Mia rolls her eyes and takes a step closer to Olivia. Can I, like, lift her tail and stab her in the back with her own fucking, you know... That's a nice outburst and all, Sweeney, but I really thought you were smarter than this. Olivia wipes away at her eyes with her sleeve. What? Mia takes another step forward. Think. Handbag. Would I really go through the trouble of making you do this junk for middling grades? If your work were crap, you wouldn't have a record to hold over you. Everyone knows you're the best artist in this place. You're just a retard about it. Okay. You know, that's kind of a you stink nice comment, but... Okay. Olivia's mouth hangs open, but no words come out. You're the kind of idiot to let this sort of comment get to you, so let me be the first to say... Congratulations, Olivia. You have a fan. Anyways, Inko? Oh, crap. Distractions aside, you're in on it now, too. You don't want Olivia to starve now, would you? Her words, not mine. Say a damn word about any of this, and she's doomed. Do you understand me? I try to muster up words of defiance, but just past Mia's stare of death, I spot Olivia's horrified expression. Hello, Baldy. I'm waiting for you to answer, Skinny. Honestly, don't know what to say or do in this situation. Oh. Excuse me? Let me think this over with Olivia. Think this over? Are you dense or something? It's a simple yes or no question. You can't seriously frickin'... Mia pinches the bridge of her snoot and lets out a tired sigh. Fine. Two of yous talk it over and reach some kind of resolution, but that can't change the fact that what I said earlier, Inko. Don't say I don't do nothing nice. But think carefully, amigo. You both got a hot hell of a lot more to lose than I do. Rioni gives me and Olivia one final glance before unceremoniously leaving the room. I can't tell if this is bullying anymore. I can't tell what's really going on. My brain ain't quite with it. Takes me a bit to recover my thoughts. I never thought Mia would go this far. I'm sorry, I was just so worried about what Mia could have been doing to you, and I wanted to make sure you were alright. Olivia grapes her armrests. I was alright. I had it handled with Mia. But to basically be her slave, doing all her work? Not all of it, just whatever she needs to pass. Take the seat next to her there. She threatened me, and she'd go to Scalar and spill everything. If Scalar knew that I swapped the art, she'd know that it was with you. I couldn't let her do that to us, so I got desperate, told her I'd do anything she wanted. That's how I got mixed up with her. Let out a deep and heavy sigh. Olivia, I can understand why, but... I heard how Mia was treating you before I came in. Even when you're doing her work, to save her skin, she still threatened treating your art. She's still treating your art, and more importantly, you, like garbage. My words rip through the Gator girl's fragile heart, her face contorting in a fierce snarl even as her eyes grow wet. You're miserable. You know that? Olivia looks away from me, her face scrunching up as tears well in her eyes. I just don't know what to do. And I don't even know I can trust her to keep her word. And now that you know what's going on, Mia has a noose around both our necks. Gravity of the situation settles in. It feels like something in me is both frozen over and ablaze. There's only 6 months left in the semester. It's not like she's asking for something impossible. Her eyes regain some fire as she smiles. I'll just have to tough it out. Keep making art to shut her up until this whole stupid thing can blow over. She's been going through this for so long, and she's still... That's just... I'm out of options, and so is she. I just blurt out the first thing that comes to mind. Why not tell Scalar about what Mia's making you do? Scalar, are you out of your mind? You saw how she handles things around here, especially with that old auditor breathing down her neck. Yeah, but we know the auditor. I'm trying to avoid getting caught. Right. Okay. Iadakan? For a split second, I can see her mask crack, her real worry evident in those silver eyes shaking. But no. Olivia makes a show of clearing her throat. Mr. Iadakan doesn't need to hear this either. You know he'd be able to. I can do this on my own! Her balled-up fists quake wildly after they slam into her armrests, and the Gator girl does her best to hide her wince. I really don't think we can fix this if we're not working together. There's nothing to fix. I told you I have it under control. Just please, Inko, I need you to trust me on this. Don't ruin this for me. I do trust you. Her voice is softening as if she's been fully drained now. I can handle it, I told you. Her fists unfurl and continue shaking. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I take one of her hands, ignoring her indignant splutters as I delicately cradle it in my palm. Her protests die down into a painted whine when my thumb ever so slightly presses down on a joint. All this time you've been doing your best, Olivia. My soft words draw out an even softer breath from her. Mia's had me drawing for a group almost daily. It must hurt a lot after so long. Maybe it does. But it's nothing I can't work through. Why can't you trust me to help then? It's not that I don't trust you, Inko. It's that I did trust everyone else. But please stop asking about fixing me. I think that's a new expression. Or fixing things, I mean. Is that what this is about? Olivia's burning out at this point. She's already hurt badly. I can feel her hand still shaking. Beyond the point that either of us alone can handle. I let go of Olivia's hand, watching as she takes back her hand and settles it against her chest. I hook a nearby chair leg with my foot and drag the sea closer. Close enough that I can sit down right next to the baryonyx. Inko? I find being next to her like this makes it easier for what I'm about to say. Breathe in and breathe out. Leaning her eyes once again, I speak my honest thoughts. Mr. Iadakan can help, Olivia. Her teeth grind together as though contemplating mauling my face off. Please hear me out. I want to trust you, Inko, but I'm just scared that Iadakan will hate me forever for this. He's the only one that's ever made me feel like my art is worth something. I can't lose him. Look, we can get you out of this. Of course Iadakan will understand. Even go to bat for you. Even if you're the one to speak up, it means you're the one getting back at Mia. She won't have power over you. I can't just give it up or give it all up like this. How can I trust you with my entire future? You have nothing to lose. I have everything. Can you trust Iadakan? Will he really just let that happen? Mia has no reason to not throw you under the bus. Exactly. Exactly, that's the point. It's like Mia has no reason not to just say, oh, thanks, babe. By the way, miss, I'm gonna fucking tell on you. Like, oh my god, I'm telling. You know, there's no reason she wouldn't do that. Does he? Of course not. Mr. Iadakan is the only teacher that's never given up on me. Olivia? Get her from my chair and reach out to grasp her shoulder to try and comfort her somewhat. It's okay, I'm here for you. Olivia shaking lessons, giving me hope that my words were starting to reach her. But not 2 seconds after those thoughts crossed my mind, Olivia's shaking resumes once again. The shaking's followed by sniffing, at which point I notice tear rolling down Olivia's snout and falling right into her lap. Before I can finish my words, Olivia lunges forward and wraps her arms around my... Ah! Nothing in my life has ever prepared me for a situation such as this. Are we going to get an artwork? No, Inko, you know what to do. Place my other hand on Olivia's other shoulder and slowly take a single knee, bringing me to eye level with her. Yes! Oh! And without saying a word, I tighten my embrace, allowing her arms to wrap around my neck as I wrap my arms around hers. My wrist is pulling her closer to, by her boa-like tail that's become an impromptu belt harnessing me to the gator girl. There's a distinct thumping in my chest, rhythmic and relaxing. The relaxation that it's her heart sets my face ablaze, but also brings a smile to my lips. I close my eyes and let myself become lost in the warmth of Olivia's embrace. Aww. When we break apart, I check on our time limit. My phone says there's still 20 minutes before school's out. Hopefully Iadakan has a free period right now. You ready? Olivia gives a small nod. Something ancient awakens in me, an icy chill races down my spine as if there's a knife posed just behind my back. The gator girl tenses, head stiffly turning, her pupils slowly shift to mine, and their contraction to pinpoints bring attention to the danger my ancestral instincts are wearing me of. Yep. 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 Okay. Okay. Sup, Mia says. You two trying to run a fight or flight reflexes kick in. Zero thought in my head. My body chose to just book it. Oh, I thought we were gonna swing around and punch in the fucking face. Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Whoa, what? Oh, shit. I can't say expected a full animated sequence. That was wicked. Oh, that was wicked. Oh, that was so cool. Wham. For a moment, I wonder if the defeating noise of the metal doors being hit is us is from Mia punching it in rage, or accidentally slamming into it, chasing after us. When I catch you, I will eviscerate you and every last thing you love. Sorry, it's about as you know. Right. The elevator finally begins its descent downwards. Wow, that was really cool. Oh, you look really pretty. Sorry, did I say that out loud? It's fucking true, though. You're gorgeous. Anyway, as we were. I exhale deeply. Olivia gasps for breath. My arm stings from Olivia's razored grip. Good thing I have a jacket. Her claws have shredded the sleeve. I think it might have been... It may have even drawn blood. I shake my arm a bit, and Olivia retracts her hands apologetically. Sorry. Oh, God, are you okay? No, I'm not. What happens when we reach the bottom? Mia will be waiting for us? Olivia removes the key from its slot. It won't open. Just don't make any noise. The elevator reaches the bottom. Oh. Just as Olivia said, without the key, the outmodded chamber simply powers down. Silence. There's a small gap under the door letting light in. There's nobody there. We sit in the dark, empty cabin for what feels like minutes. I'm pressed close to Olivia while we wait it out. I can feel her tail wrap around my ankle, which thankfully won't rip my clothing apart. The phrase 7 minutes in heaven surfaces in my mind and is buried immediately. Shh. Heavy rapid footsteps zone in on us, accompanied by the sound of ripping paper. Mia's destroying everything on the walls. What? You fuckers had better still be in there. If you cowards run away, so help me, Raptor Jesus! I hear her heavy breathing and soft thuds as she attempts to put her ear to the door a few times. I try to stay as silent as possible, but I'm afraid that the homicidal parasaur can hear my heart hammering in my chest in pants-crapping horror. Mia, with no intention to vent her frustrations verbally, resorts to the next best thing. Physical therapy. We're surrounded by the sounds of ripping paper, dented lockers, and drywall fracturing. On occasion, something hits the elevator door again. Olivia and I don't dare move. I hear other voices. Mia's drawn attention to herself. Who the fuck are you looking at? Do you want one less horn? Find someone quick. I fucking swear I've had it with that fucking luggage case on wheels. Good luck painting when you're eating through a straw, bitch legs, crocker cunt. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Olivia takes a sharp breath. Did she get tasered? Is that what that was? Olivia takes a sharp breath. Silence. What was that sound? It sounds like a series of sharp cracks. Yeah, she's getting fucking tasered. Hey, whoa, hey, it's all cool. It's not what it looks like. It's, rapid footsteps echo from down the hall. She gone? What the fuck could have scared Mia like that? There's a light knock on the elevator door. Hey, anyone in there? He sounds exhausted, but it's definitely Iadakan. But now my eyes have adjusted to the light. Olivia's relief is palpable and shared, my body finally relaxing and practically melting against the wall of the tiny elevator. We're going to have to tell Iadakan. It's safe to come out. It's all clear. Well, it looks like a stick of dynamite out here, but otherwise it's fine. I look at Olivia, who stares at the key in her hand. He moves to unlock the elevator, but hesitates. I think our teacher's able to sense it, since his tired voice carries the weight of his worry. Everything will be okay, I promise. But she doesn't put it in, she just stares. You don't know that. Olivia whispers softly. I can barely make it out. God, please. Putting that key in and opening up means telling Iadakan everything. There's no way Mia's letting this slide. Nothing's a safe bet. Nothing can be said for sure. The key is offered to me, delicately held between two of her claws. Oh. Oh. Now this is a choice. Anyway, take the key. Least I can do to take the final step for her. Exactly. Even if she doesn't trust Iadakan, she trusts me. She doesn't trust Iadakan? That doesn't sound right. But it can't be anything else. It's just that. Enough nonsense. I take the key and move to slide the key in the panel. With the key inserted and twisted, the dark room shudders briefly before the metal door finally starts to slide open. We're greeted by the sight of our teacher looking very haggard, his brow slick with sweat and holding some strange black rod. Olivia reels back at the sight of the odd baton. Wait! Did he threaten her with a fucking spank paddle or something? Like a policeman's baton? What? Thanks for saving us, Mr. Iadakan. Don't thank me just yet. I'm gonna need an explanation for all of this. So is Principal Scaler, for that matter. He steps aside and motions us out the elevator with a wave of the broad stick. Stun baton. Yeah. Come along now. Yeah, like from Half-Life 2. Yeah. Come along now. Give the janitor some time to take care of the mess. Holy shit, it looks like Mia tried to destroy everything within her reach in the hallway. Holy fuck. On the ceiling, a pipe is leaking water intended for fountains and toilets. A group of dinos in overalls around the corner looking absolutely pissed. Our teacher waves at them and begins escorting us to his room. Dude, that animation was fucking fire, though. Can we just take a moment to appreciate that? That animation came out of fucking nowhere, and it was sick. Like, I didn't expect that at all. And I was like, whoa! That was awesome. Olivia looked ready to collapse. She had taken the better part of over an hour explaining Mia's extortion in full detail to Mr. Iadakan. I grab Olivia's canteen and hand it to her. She greedily chugs the entire thing, gasping after and rubbing her sore throat. I'm gonna have to do the same. His brow was furrowed, his fingers steepled, and he was muttering to himself. Finally, with a deep sigh, he stands from his desk and looks at the exhausted girl. I had a feeling something was going on, but to this extent, you should have come forward sooner. I know, but we're here now, aren't we? Excuse me, fair point. Still, I'm concerned that you thought nobody would notice. I didn't think anyone would care to look. Those assignments go through dozens of eyes, you know. What do you mean? Your style, Olivia. I saw it from a mile away, and I was just waiting for you to talk to me. You knew? You didn't say anything? I wanted it to come from you. Don't worry, I'm not going to lecture you. Raptor Jesus knows you've had enough of that already. I'm glad you two are okay. Yeah, I thought she was actually going to kill us. Mr. Iadakan shakes his head before he smiles softly at us. I have some faith in the faculty here. We do our best for you. With that, with what we have on Mia now, we can justify watching her like a hawk from here on. Anybody else she was harassing ought to thank you. Are you sure she's actually going to get in trouble for this? At this point, we'd look bad if we didn't punish Mia for this kind of behavior. That's a relief. Come on. You two can hunker here until school clears out. You sure? You were going to stay after, like, always. You were going to stay after, like, always anyways, right? Yeah. The loud noise makes me stumble to the floor. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck just happened? Mr. Iadakan! Whoops. Iadakan looks at the device in his hand. Is that a taser? Oh my god! He actually has a fucking taser! By the way, I'm not well, by the way. There's no actual way. I was joking about the taser, because I thought maybe it's just stick snapping, but he actually has a fucking taser. He actually has a taser! Oh my god. The man literally walked up to Olivia like, call an ambulance, but not Olivia. He walked up to Mia, just holding a taser at his hip, going, ahem. And Mia was like, no. Is that a taser? There's a piece of tape on it with something written on it. Estrus Protocol. What the fuck? Okay. Say less. Wait, but how does that work? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to run and get some... I'm going to run and get some things done. They're going to want my account on paper pretty soon. May as well knock it out of the way. With no care at all, Mr. Iadakan chucks the electric weapon into his desk before turning to his doorway. Don't burn the place down, all right? Alone, I go sit near the back of the classroom. Looking out the window, I finally let out a huge sigh I've been holding in. Olivia rolls over to join me, and surprisingly, she's smiling. You were right, Inko. I could trust him. We sit in silence, just looking out the window. When the school's let out, we watch the crowd of students going home. I don't see Mia in the crowd, but that doesn't matter. I think despite it all, Olivia's life is going to be just a bit easier after today. Hooray! Success! While students trickled out the school, Olivia took the chance to unwind. I figured it'd be best to let her rest. I saw her drooping eyelids finally shut. She looked cute. Just napping idly in her wheelchair, except for the weird bellowing. It was like a snore, except I could feel it vibrating through the floor. With the clouds hiding the sun and the classroom's lights turned off, I could do with some shut-eye too. But I can't bring my eyes closed. Instead, I look out the window. The layer of clouds overhead steadily grows more dense, casting a darker shade on everything. Light raindrops prick against the glass. Crap, I really should have brought my umbrella. As a few minutes go by, they roll closer and closer, blocking out the sunlight. If Olivia were awake, she'd think this was pretty neat. I look back to her. Maybe I could nap too, just a little. What was... Oh. My eyes are drawn upward to the heavy clouds in the sky. In moments, the glass of the window was assailed by numerous heavy droplets of rain. Holy moly. Trees outside are billowing again, almost aggressively. Several small branches are stripped away in the torrential downpour. Downpour! Ah! Okay. An umbrella wouldn't help with this. Huh. What? My phone's blaring an alarm. So is Olivia's. Instructors to shelter in place for several hours. Classroom door is thrust open quickly. I've never seen Mr. Iadakan like this. That's cool. I love this guy. He's great. Mr. Iadakan is back, panting hard and clothes drenched. He takes our moment of surprise to compose himself as best he can. Sorry about that. The faculty is doing a sweep of the campus right now. Apparently there's a monsoon scare right now. Monsoon? Does that happen here? Iadakan gestures to his drenched outfit and out the window, as if to ask if Mia had clocked me in the head after all. Right. Are we going to be alright? Oh, of course. Schools are designated shelters for the worst disasters. If anything, we're safer here than home. If anything, you're safer here than at home. That's what he said, sorry. But the hallway outside is open, isn't it? I just finished putting the cover up. A cover? Just keep close to the wall, yeah? What do we do now? Iadakan shakes his phone at us. Shelter in place. We're all stuck here for a few hours. Olivia reaches into a bag and pulls out a drawing book and well-used pencil. Actually, why don't you use this time to catch up on some schoolwork? I'm sure you have some work from other classes still pending, and I can't think of a better time to tackle that than now. But today's been rough. Can't I just do this, or finish my nap instead? That's fine too, but aren't you falling behind grade-wise in some of your other classes? Maybe? Fine, I'll catch up on some of that work. With some hesitation on her part, Olivia sets herself to work. Meanwhile, I bring myself closer to her in case she wants some help with the work. After a few minutes, it's clear in her mind and spirit that Spirit isn't into the work one bit. She constantly fidgets, taps her pen on the table, and looks around the room and out the window. Eventually, she lets out a groan and slams her book shut. Oh, this sucks. Like, please do something else. Iadakan, who had been busy himself with grading some paperwork, snaps up away from his work, looking at Olivia while rubbing his chin. Well, there is one other thing you could help out with. Would need both of your help with it. Could even consider it a new extra assignment. What do you say? I don't know, today's pretty rough on Olivia. Absolutely, I'll do it. Alright. Wonderful, it's back here. He starts walking to the back of the room and waits for the two of us to follow him. Whoa, something in the dark room? Oh man, I thought we wouldn't get to do anything in there until at least a few weeks of the semester. Are we going to be getting a head start on this section? Maybe we'll be doing prints or learning something about C41 and... Huh? Oh, Olivia's poking my back. Go in it with the cinematic gate. You're going too slow. Oops. I shake the excitement off and head into the dark room. Iadakan holds the door open for the two of us to enter. The inside glows a vibrant crimson light. Iadakan's suit appears to light up in the red light, as does my shirt. I've only actually been in a dark room once before. This is so cool. I clasp my hands together. So, what are we developing? This is an important job just for you. Alright, I'm ready for it. What am I developing? Your lower back. It's not a dark room. That's hilarious. There's a click of a switch and the red lights to switch to normal lights and properly illuminate the room. There's boxes over there. I need one at each station around the room, but they're too heavy for me. If you can, of course. Legally, I can't make you do any of this. Do I at least get extra credit? You get one of the bags of chips I keep hitting in my desk. Fine. Nice. Come on, Olivia. You should clear the way for him. There actually is something in the box we'll need in a bit. The two move back to the entrance, and I'm faced with a myriad of boxes I'll have to carry. Looks like there's about 10. They're probably medium-sized, like you could fit a little table lamp in them. How heavy can they... Ah! Thud. Lift with your knees, Inko. This is gonna suck. I look at Olivia, and she's already has her phone out and pointed my way. Damn it. I shift my legs and try again. I actually managed to get this thing off the ground. This must weigh at least 70 pounds. Well, are these loaded with bricks? Something like that. Careful, they're fragile. Finally, I get the last box in its place. I pick a chair and collapse in a heap. My muscles are on fire. So to be honest, I don't know if I could have done all that at the beginning of the year. I guess I'm getting stronger. Iadakan walks back to the dark room with a small black toolbox. Oh, good, you're done. Come on out and take a breather. That looked tough. I'd rather stay here. Olivia shows up in the doorway behind Iadakan. I'm surprised you didn't use the cart. What cart? Ah! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Before you get started with me, Inko, you didn't ask. For the love of... I hate you. That's the spirit. Olivia stifles her laughter into a snickering snort fest. Your mood will improve when you see just what you've been carrying. Oh? He grabs a box cutter from a shelf and slices the top one open. Large overhead lamp from the box. Oh, sweet. So that means you'll be making your own prints for midterms. That sounds awesome. Oh man, I can't wait to. But before any of that, these need to be assembled. The rest of the parts are taken from the first box and set down meticulously. Olivia's gotten curious as she's rolled up to the station and handling one of the funnier looking pieces. Anywho, here you two go. Wait, 2? Yes, 2. Don't think I didn't notice you watching Inko so much. I want to see that glow again. There it is. Look at that. Yeah. The stammered denial from Olivia does nothing to wipe that cheeky grin from our teacher's face. But what about you, Mr. Iadakan? I'll be right back. He makes his way to the door again. Get started without me. I need to go fetch some things. Before either Olivia or I can speak up, he's left the room. Olivia already has the toolbox open on her lap. Right then. I grab the folded up instructions and lay it out, seeing the details of the bizarre device fully assembled. Okay, so thunk. Step 1. Hand me the next piece. Oh, did I scare you? Yes, you scared me. These things are heavy. What if you dropped that on something? I didn't, though. But you could have. And I didn't. Olivia's tail reaches for some brackets, but I grab the limb before she can take them. Hold on, we gotta do things right or the enlarger might not work right. She retracts her tail from the table. You're no fun, it's just an oversized lamp. That's a gross oversimplification. You're a gross oversimplification. See, this is why we love Olivia. Iadakan's gonna make us use the one you break. Just means I can sketch more, right? Well, it'd mean that you can't participate and learn about photography. Photography's your thing, so it doesn't really apply to me much, does it? Oh, maybe that's the case for you, but photography's my thing. It's the whole reason I took this class, after all. Oh, sorry. It's nothing. Olivia politely rests her hands in her lap. Her eyes lingered on the box of parts. Well, how does this work then? The print enlarger? Shakes her head. Photography. Like, why the giant lamp thing? It's all digital today, right? Oh? I think that's the first time someone's actually asked me about it. Sure, I have lots of... Yeah, this is a bit more interesting, because now like we can actually kind of delve into a bit more of Inko's interest. Only interest. Sure, I've had lots of mid-shower rehearsals explaining my hobbies and their cultural significance to others, but none of that's coming to me right now. It's all about shot composition, and this machine is part of the production of it. Getting the right things in the right places at the right time to evoke a certain feeling. Composition is a thing in painting too, you know. Excuse me, I'm ill prepared for Olivia's comeback. Yeah, but it's a lot easier to pick the composition you want. You don't have to worry about any factors other than yourself. With photography, you have to build the set to get a good photo. That's the fun of it. But why would you want to limit yourself like that? Why not just draw whatever you're taking a picture of instead? You could express all kinds of things you could ever express with a photo. You could express all kinds of things you could never express with a photo. Olivia taps a claw on the imager, the metallic ping echoing in the small room. What sets all this junk apart from just lines on a page? The technique and vision. Smirks at my petulant comment. Fine, I'll show her. I'll prove to you that it takes skill. I hold the lighting portion up, making sure it's at the right angle, and fasten the last portion of the enlarger in. I plug the machine in and flip the switch, happy that it works right and lights up the entire base. Olivia looks at me with a confusion as I move to the entrance of the room and flick the light switch, bathing the room in bright red again. Whoa. Okay. I mean, obviously that's an easy thing to do, but it looks really cool. I don't know. That just looks really cool to me for some reason. Going back to our workspace, I pull the developed negatives from my backpack and slot the slide I want to into the carrier. And ta-da! The negative carrier in place of the machine, a blurry grey blob is projected onto the base. What? Give me a minute. I hold the manual under the light to the side of the blob, checking which knob is which and slowly turn them. As the lens and billows shift, the Rorschach test transformations... Oh, yeah, that's it. The Rorschach test transforms, gaining more definition until finally it becomes the spitting image of the school's front entrance. I can even do this. I take out the negative and place another atop it before slotting the carrier back in, while also increasing the strength of the light. The image displayed is now the entrance of half dozen semi-transparent students in front of it. Oh, yeah, of course, because of course you're burning a new image, so... What did you do? I overlapped another shot. The backgrounds are the same and doubled up, so I had to intensify the light, otherwise the entrance would be too dim. So, that would take me a few minutes to do, tops. It'd look a lot better too. She smirks, but I think she's feigning her apathy this time. Her tail gives her away. It's a lot more technical, I guess, but I only know how to do this sort of kind of stuff from Mr. Iadakan's lectures about negatives. What else can you do with this thing? I don't know, but, what's that oh, shit. I pull out the negative carrier and wince at how hot it is. Crap, shit! Olivia is quick to rip the plug from the socket. With my sleeve, I open the carrier and see I've managed to melt the two negatives together. Oh, no! Oh, man, I was going to use that. All that work and I go and mess it up trying to prove something. Olivia is never going to let me live this down. The Green Gator girls lace a sympathetic hand on my shoulder to my surprise. Hey, shit happens. I've ruined a lot of paintings in the past too, you know. She takes the reels from the warm metal plate and holds them up to the red light, trying to see through them. And you've got more shots on this thing. But I don't like those shots. Then go retake them. It's not that easy. Like, it has to be the exact same time and weather and... Lighting? The abrupt darkness coincides with the vague ambient sound of the ventilation shuttered to a halt. The blackness is all-encompassing. I can't see Olivia, and I know is... Excuse me. Who I know is right next to me. Inko? Her voice helps me confirm that we're still alive in some fashion, but there's a shakiness in her tone which sends a tense rattle down my spine. Our breathing is the only noise. It's as if we've been encapsulated in a void of nothingness. I'm still here. I know that. I plant my hand down to brace her snout, feeling the still warm metal of the enlarger base. But, yeah, I guess the school's lost power. I feel something cover my hand, and then squeeze, painfully. Ow. Sorry. The pressure lessens, but she doesn't let go of my fingers. No, it's fine. There's a subtle shake in the scaly limb in my hand, but when I brush my thumb across it, the limb eases. Hey, stop that. Stop what? Just that. Stop that thing you're doing with your hand. I shrug. and then want to slap my face when I realize she can't see that. Alright. Standing here in the darkness of the dark room isn't getting us anywhere. We should go find... Wham! Olivia, Inko. My instincts kick in. I hop back to make space between us and the killer. That's funny. I like that. I know it's Mr. Iadakan, obviously. I turn my back to them to become a defensive wall. My arms wrap around Olivia's head to make sure she's 100% protected. Hey, 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 it's me, Mr. Iadakan. It took a bit to find a flashlight, but with how this room is... I look up to the shining white pterodactyl, pointing the flashlight at his own face. Oh. Get off me, Grit. Oof. Look, I'm not paying you two to get frisky in the closet. Oh, shit. Okay. That's a fucking statement. That's what Trigham's class is for. Wait, what? You're not paid. We're not Yeah. Mr. Iadakan holds up a pale hand, his grin widening. Relax, I'm just joking around. Oh, shit, sorry. Power's out for the whole block, and apparently our backup generator is decades old, and is only keeping the AC on. Someone should get fired for that. Come on, we can wait it out in the studio. Olivia follows me into the main classroom, and we trail slowly in Mr. Iadakan's wake. The slow sounds of his gate sets are nice. Oh, sorry. Contrast to the rain lashing against the windows. I think it's raining now as well. Whoa, it's really coming down outside. Think it'll flood? It floods here? Sometimes. The ground floor classrooms used to have carpet, you know. Iadakan starts pulling something out of his desk, but it's too dark to see what. Ugh, don't remind me. That job just sucked away half a year's funding. You ever tried teaching people without people about watercolors without the friggin' watercolors? It was ridiculous. I remember you were most upset. Alright. He sets some tiny tea lights down on one of the desks and begins lighting them. The tiny wicks are set alight with the tiniest embers, providing the bare minimum of illumination for us to see. Won't those trigger the fire alarms? We should be fine. They're too small by themselves. What are those for? I've been saving them for a rainy day. We're going to be stuck for a while, so why not make it a camp out? Camping? I like the sound of that. Won't we get in trouble, though? It'd be trespassing, right? It's either this or trying to get home in this storm. As if to illustrate his point, the weather decided to chime in. Besides, schools are usually made with sheltering in mind. There's all kinds of procedures for this, like bridging everyone to the gym, breaking out some really moldy cots. Olivia winces. Those haven't been replaced? Our budget has been in the red for years, Miss Halford. Part of why we're being scrutinized right now with that whole audit business. Anyway, we're the only ones left on campus, so I'm not going to go through all that trouble. Just relax now. I've already called a taxi for the both of you. Taxi? I made the call as soon as the power went out. It's just going to be a while to get one ready and sent out. What do we do in the meantime? Our teacher has a wicked grin. You're not done with that homework, right? Oh, I'm kidding. Eventually, we run out of things to say and just wait quietly in each other's company. Iadakan slumps downwards in his chair. Oh, long day today. Glances out the window, still being assaulted by sheets of rainwater outside. Normally I'm home by now, resting. You two mind if I relax a little here? No, go ahead. Thanks. Stretches behind him, cracking his spine against the groove of the chair. Olivia, I've been meaning to say. You're usually so quiet, reserved, isolated even. I've noticed you're a bit more friendly recently. Huh? You think so? You've been in my classes all 4 years, of course I would. Maybe I'm a bit old-fashioned, but it hurts me to see a student hurt themselves like that. When you're in the adult world, you'll see this all the time. Once someone is in a rut, they'll tend to just stay there until their days blend together instead of lifting themselves up. But they got all the time in the world, so I'm proud of you for making an effort, Olivia. Oh, Mr. Iadakan, don't be flustered, be proud, Olivia. You've managed to form a friendship. Of course, I appreciate you extending an olive branch too, Inko. Me? It's no problem, Mr. Iadakan. come on, school hours are over. You can drop them, mister. I mean, it's not something I can be thanking me for. It's not something to be thanking me for, is it? I'm just her friend. That is great to hear, though. You can't always navigate this world alone. Someone to keep company and can really help. You can? More than you can imagine. Iadakan leans forward to place a hand over both of ours. He just barely makes contact with Olivia's wrist when she winces and yanks it back. Shit. Olivia? You alright? Ow, I'm fine. That just hurt. I was fine before, though. I've been trying to stay off that wrist all day. Was it that bad? It was feeling better. I even helped build those doohickeys. The print enlargents? He covers his eyes with one hand. Of course. Great move. Student's been overworking herself, and I think to give extra physical work. What am I doing? It wasn't your fault. I didn't want you to worry. I had no idea how bad it was. He leans forward again, gently holding Olivia's wrist, inspecting it, being careful not to cause any pain. You need to take care of yourself, Olivia. If something were to happen, I know you'd be completely beside yourself. I know. I know you were doing extra work, but how did it even get this bad? There's a lot of extra work. Doing a whole group's assignments on top of my own. The last 3 weeks, basically all my free time. It's great practice, at least that's what I was telling myself. Olivia does her best to hide her wincing as the teacher tests her arm. I never would have made it to graduation. All because of that painting you switched? He shakes his head and lets go of Olivia. No, it goes further than that. That painting was all because of the pain you've been going through all these years. All because of that first contest entry hanging in the gala. Your first venture into the art world, and it went how it did. Olivia looks down at her hand, stretching the fingers out and in slowly, carefully. My hand moves without a thought, fingers taking her hand carefully to help her in some way or another. You and that painting. Our teacher palms his face and groans into it. It's a genuinely good piece, Olivia. I've told you that so many times. She locks up, okay, but manages a small nod. What a horrible chain of events. I've had to witness it all these years. Watched as it's taken your friends, your self-worth. That little smile you had when you first came into my class. And now it's ruining your health. He gently lets go and covers his own eyes again. I really just sat there and watched it. I was just thinking about how people act like they have more time than they have. Iadakan? Are you alright? I'm super. More than okay. In fact, I've made up my mind about something. You. Take her to the gala, please. There's something I want you two to see. No words, just do it, please. What are you going to show us? Stops at the door. Something you should have seen a long time ago. Oh, okay. But it was then I realized that Iadakan had left us behind. Mr. Iadakan? Her voice bounces down the dark halls of the school. You see where he went? Kinda, I think he went that way. I can just make out Olivia's hand pointing thanks to her phone. Towards the school's offices. I keep pushing Olivia, taking a minute. Yeah, okay. Well, we're here. Storm rages against the glass ceiling that's normally the source of the hall's natural lighting is completely obscured by the typhoon. There's still no sign of Iadakan. I withdrew my phone and turned its flashlight on too in the hopes to improve the situation. I can hear something else aside from us in the rain. Something that's getting closer. A tiny red light in the distance. There with the sound. The tiny ember bounces and sways in rhythm with the odd tapping. Until... Oh? Iadakan? Oh? I'm frozen for a second. The thought forces its way. The thought forces its way through me. It wouldn't ever hurt us. Iadakan, what are you doing? Something is kicked aside. It's Olivia's painting from the art contest a few weeks back. It smacks loudly against the glass casing of the display case. These are the only ones, yes? What? I've ignored, Iadakan staring right at Olivia. She's also struck fearful, but she nods. Iadakan takes a deep breath and faces the display. Ooh. What are you going to do with that? Hey. Iadakan, wait, this is a bit extreme, isn't it? Oh, this is gonna be animated. Oh, it's gonna be animated. This is about to be animated. Is it? Yeah! No! He destroyed the good one, too. Yeah. Whoa. Huh. Huh. It's gone. Both of them. It should have been done long ago. Yeah. Iadakan, this is... It's crazy. I know. What about the other things in the case? Who fucking cares? You know how many still do art? None. They're collateral so someone else can... If they're collateral so someone else can, fine by me. But Olivia, you got no other big paintings now, do you? Shakes her head. That's a shame. Look what I just did. I can make another. Yes, that's what I need to hear. You make me so proud to hear that. Do you remember, in sophomore year, when you challenged me to think of something I'd wanted to do and set a goal to do it? Of course. I couldn't think of anything back then. But there has been one thing I've been wanting to do for a while now. And like you said, some company could really help. Olivia grips my hand just a little tighter. Huh? Promise not to laugh? Never. Would you mind asking me again, Iadakan? Sure. I believe it was... If you could leave right now and go do anything you wanted, what would you want to do? Anything at all. Yep. I want to go see a fountain. Ah. And paint it for you. Fucking brilliant. There's a fountain here? There's a part not too far from here, and you can barely see a fountain in the center of it from the window. You can't see it right now in the storm, but I want to go there. I think I know of it. The one in Stig Equestrian Park. That's wonderful, Olivia. Iadakan stumbles a bit. I rush to give him a shoulder, some shards of glass crunching under my feet. Good thing the power's out. No cameras up or anything. Exactly. Yeah, I know that's exactly why he did it. Won't you get in trouble for this? I'm always in trouble for something. And ordinarily, I just take the hit. Especially for something like this. That Mia chick can take the fall. To hell with her. Jesus fucking Christ, okay. Olivia manages another small smile. I'm looking forward to that painting. You better get it to me. I will. And you better help. Of course. Iadakan motions for us to wait by the school's entrance. For a while, we sit there. Olivia, do you have one, Iadakan? Hmm? Do you have something you want to do? I'm already doing it. No, really. Really? Teaching high school is a pretty great job that nobody ever regrets. You should pose that question to Inko there. All this character development and he's barely said a word. Alright, Inko, what about you? What do I want to do, huh? I could pick anything. Yes. Ooh. Oh no. One of these options is fucking awful. Should we for the funny? Should we? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. That's what I'm here for. A more ambitious dream, I can get behind it. It's a bit unimaginative. That's just hater talk. See what I fucking mean? See what I fucking mean? We should probably start looking more into the how and not the what. Like, you would know. I can totally do it. Sure thing, Mr. Successful. Your blog doesn't even have 10 followers. You looked me up. Yeah, I got bored. You could at least follow me if you're gonna cyberstalk me. I'll follow you when you make good content. Also, your interpretation of Godzilla you copied from a video essay sucks and you should feel that. I copy Iadakan's motion with the axe and karate chop Olivia's leg. I didn't feel that, jackass. Well, I guess some banter is a form of motivation as well. Sounds like you have quite the promise to uphold now, Inko. The disses. Right, okay. Even with the disses being thrown around, what stood out most was the wild grin on Olivia's face. Between the staccato of rain and the uproarious laughter, time seemed non-existent. I could feel the muscles in my face ache, brought on by bouts of laughter and grinning, which made the taxi's arrival so disappointing. As we were escorted out of the parking lot, our mirth was replaced with something more calm, comfortable. An easy quiet that let my thoughts wander back to the things that we said to each other. Back to what our tarot teacher had said, navigating the world alone. All the time I spent around Olivia and her friends, it never really occurred to me that she'd harbor something like loneliness. I mean, Damien alone in this wild crowd comprised of a single madman. And Liz, she's practically the group's nanny or something. The driver of the yellow van leans into his horn, and I can feel a baleful a baleful leer on me, even through the haze of the fog and raindrops. Olivia draws her hood up, and I hold my jacket above my head. With the final look to Mr. Iadakan, we thank him. No need for thanks. Seeing my students grow and prosper into adulthood is all the reward this old fossil needs. I mean, that is the idea, isn't it, at the end of the day? That's your job as a teacher. While Olivia works to get herself situated in the cab, I turn back. Mr. Iadakan is sagging, meandering back into the building. Oi, hurry up! Right. Oh, what's up with Iadakan?